What's up, y'all? Casey Ship here, creator of Hotmomz Lifestyle. I help women lose weight, not just any woman, career-driven women, type A type women, boss B type women, business owner type women, women who like that bag, who's got that bag, but, something just stuck when it comes to the weight. They're trying all the things. They can't get to the result. They just know something's wrong. They just want the how. They want answers, and they're desperate because they've tried everything. That's where you find me. And I just want to go over something, this quick weight loss thing that I heard, and I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm also cuss a lot. This is why that quick weight loss tips are bullshit. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can we zoom in a little bit? Okay. He was like, get 3 things, eat 3 meals a day. You're going to get this much protein source and this much carbs and this much fat, and you're going to eat 3 times a day. If you'll just do that, you'll lose weight. You'll lose this many kilos per week. Ha, 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 ha. Here's why that's funny, and it's so sweet, and I appreciate it. This is a man saying this, of course. Of course it's a man. It's always a man because, everything should be so easy, right? Well, the problem is that, number one, most women are living in survival mode. What is survival mode? It's feeling like you're rushed, always taking care of other people. Your needs aren't getting met. You're running around doing 10,000 things for everybody else. And even if you are eating, a lot of you are already eating properly. Most of you are already eating properly. Are you eating enough? Probably not. But just his simple weight loss tip for those that are like, I guess, clueless, you can eat that all day and that's not going to do it. It's like, okay, well, what happens when you get depressed? What happens when your mom dies? What happens when your dog gets sick and you're thrown off and your little sweet, comfy environment gets like burned to hell? What happens then? Right. This is where you have to address, like what we teach, trauma-informed approach. That's why it's guaranteed to work, because the very thing that would cause you to fall off, not be motivated, have your hormones off, fall off the diet, sabotage yourself, is we handle. We literally handle that thing. So while eating the 3 times a day and the 3 meals and education around just eat a carb, a fat, and a protein, it's almost like the second that person gets stressed out and like wants to drink or wants to smoke or wants to yell at their kids, like, you really think they're going to do that? No. This is a habit. What they're doing is from a chemical response. It's an addiction. It's to a chemical response, because when you don't eat or when you do eat or when you go to do these things, you're addicted to chemical responses, because hello. So what you really need to do here, if you really want to lose weight, if you want a quick tip, I would say stop looking for quick fucking tips, because how's that working out for you? You've been looking for quick weight loss. You've been looking for cheap options. How's that working for you? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So quit looking for quick weight loss tips. Now, do you want me to give you a tip? Sure, I'll give you a tip. That's the first one. The second one would be, carbs are good for you. I want you to eat more fruit. Eat more fruit. Protein's great too, but if you're eating too much, now you can't shit, because if your adrenals are low, you're in survival mode, your digestion's off, and it takes energy to digest a lot of the food, and protein is really harsh on your digestive tract. Protein's great. I'd rather you have it in form of like a smoothie or something, right? Something that's easy to digest. Eat some fruit, feel light, and just get in 2,000 calories, okay? If you can't do that, let's repair your metabolism, right? Oh, that scares you? You think you're going to gain fat? Let's repair your belief system and your emotional body from the trauma of where you think the limiting belief is that food makes you fat. Let's go reprogram that, right? So the simple things, I do give these to you. I have a training where I talk about, here's how I went from eating 1,400 calories to 2,500. Here's how I went from doing daily cardio to doing none. And here's how I did it. And it was by clearing out the reason why nothing else worked, right? So I would say the quick tip, if you really want to lose weight, is to learn about metacognition. It's learn about the awareness of why you do the things you're doing. Like, if you don't eat, why are you not eating? Are you too busy? Okay, there's your first problem. So you're too busy to take care of yourself? So, like, you're just going to die, right? So why do you feel like you're not worth taking care of? Where did this happen? Where did you learn self-abandonment? Would you do this to a child? Like, hey, I'm busy, you don't eat today. No, so why do you do it to yourself? You feel me? So start looking at, when you go to eat, is it from being hungry? Is it from being stressed? Is it from boredom? Is it from so I don't get fat, so that I do get fat? I don't know. Check to see like why you're eating that food. Make sure that it's out of love. Make sure that it's out of a place of where you want to go and where you want to be. Like, if your goal is to have a great ass and a small snatched waist and energy, okay, well, just imagine that you're already there, because in a reality, if you can think it, right, it's there. So just start imagining it's there. You're there. It's possible. It just hasn't manifested yet. If it were possible, ask yourself, if it were possible, What would I be doing right now? What would she be eating? How would she behave and think and walk today? What would she dress like? What would she think? What would the version of you that had the body and everything else, what would she eat right now? She would probably eat something pretty healthy. It wouldn't even be emotionally charged. She would just eat. She would probably be pausing more and breathing. She wouldn't be running around because she feels safe. You feel me? That's the key. We actually have a really cool tool called Relaxation Hacks. I recommend checking that out because it's going to show you how to relax into getting results, how to release that. I mean, weight is nothing more than fear. Same thing with skinny fat and, not eating enough and can't gain muscle. All the same thing because it's a hormone response that keeps you either fat or unable to gain muscle and low energy. So, and a body cannot heal itself in a stressed out state. So you have to learn how to regulate your nervous system and get it out of the fight or flight into a creative state, into a state that says, I can relax. And when you relax, now you can think clearly, okay? And listen, it's coming from a person, it's coming from me. I have to do this all the time. I have to remind myself of this. But once you're coming from a place where, like I said, metacognition, the awareness of your thoughts, meet health, weight, and fitness, game on, game over, okay? Same thing with money and everything else. So goal is the quick tip, right, is quit looking for quick shit because it ain't working out for your ass. Number 2 tip is awareness. Start to ask yourself, why am I eating this or why am I not eating this? Make sure it's out of love and love for yourself because you are worth it. You are worthy of having a healthy body and feeling great in your body. And then number 3 is relaxing. Learn how to relax. And if you need help, we've got all the tools you can ever freaking imagine. It's way easier than you think. We'd love to help. Okay, done with that. She would get it every day and show up for herself. Well, that's what you do. And some days, you may not be that, but once again, it's your addiction to the way you used to be. So it's gonna be some work on rewiring your brain. So yeah, Hotmomz Lifestyle Podcast, CaseyShip.com/apply if you want our resources. Okay, all right, talk to you soon.